It looks like your character straight up lost one ability during his officer phase. Beware of more changes from beta. General rule of thumb is will almost never take a common talent when a regular can be taken. Okay. I think I follow you, but just, you know, keep me posted. Oh, we got a level from that. I hope that was the boss fight here, because you're in 0. Yeah, crippled arm. Oh god, dude. And head trauma.
The heir is dead. He sacrificed himself.
I shouldn't have moved her in.
To save the entire dynasty.
Old man, he was never going to make it. He was mutating right in front of us. You just ended his suffering sooner.
Let me eat, damn it! Raver Master Helsman, report status. Yeah. By the Emperor's essential, living and breathing. Or it's a tricky question. The whole place is so overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing off the vid screens for drone knows how long. How'd you survive? Must have been Providence. Better have been the Emperor's, not someone else's. When they barged in here, the one with the Master of Whiskers, some officers charged them, but it wasn't even a fight. I grabbed whoever I could and dragged them behind the cogitators, and I prayed for our rescue. We gotta reestablish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, and one of the survivors buckling under the stress. Albert cuffs the crying officer without even looking. Restore the Vox channel of the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. Pause for a few seconds before turning to you. Cohh, you may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You're the only one who speaks for House Van Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you're more than anyone else deserve to take your place in the ritual that's about to commence. What do I do? I'm ready. Wait, did I just miss looting? Oh no. Multi-chew. All right, let's do this. I'm sorry, I can't in good conscience do this without making sure that we've gotten all the loot. And if we have to do the fight again, so be it. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
Ooh, blade shard. Gloves of endurance. Mantle of heroism.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
That's all amazing. Give those gloves to the sleepy tank.
Let us not dawdle.
I'm kind of sad how easily he got his ass kicked by the boss. That doesn't bode well for our playthrough. Excuse me.
Keep your wits about
you.
Okay,
let's do this. I think that's about it. Yep. And I have a feeling that stuff seems pretty important. It probably would have been there after.
Yeah.
What do I do? Take the Lord Captain's seat, order the final preparations, wait for the officers to report, blah, blast out of the void. Translation's a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne. Okay. Let's do it. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell of constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true surreal name. One of nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire, the other a vessel of ancient evil pours into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with all the horrors of the war. Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stretch between you and the other creatures of your world, pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter at the slightest touch, a muddled, erratic, pointless tangle. It resonates and merges with the voices that have already dug their foul roots into your consciousness. A moment later, you realize that all these voices are the myriad manifestations of the same call that has finally invaded your mind. I'm saving my people. Do your worst, but you cannot stop me. Theodora lets out a long screech, a shrill, overwhelming sound that can only be interpreted as laughter. Lead them, mortal. Guide them. Persuade them. Force them to walk your path. You will need followers, for destiny is preordained. Your head begins to spin and vicious drops slither down your cheeks. You blink and you're no longer looking at Theodora. It's the traitor Volkswehr, just as fluid and ephemeral as the previous apparition. The same terrifying voice seethes from his lips. The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured and the steps chosen, and yet you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you on the day when the final dawn rises over the iron world. I see you by my side on that day, the day of my resurrection. The image is scattered by invisible sorceress winds, and you see Adira, her eyes aglow with the same sinister flame. Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me. A cavalcade of hazy glimpses of a future yet unknown passes before your eyes. A flash of crimson, purple. The images replace one another in a violent kaleidoscope without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage, you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty. The path is set, child of dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine. Seneschal, the navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means the navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valencia's flagship. We will honor his memory along with all who died this day. Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As first officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision, it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live. The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
You are damn right you did. Flay this man alive for disrespect!
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained. For the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived, and through the strength of his resolve, saved those who were counting on him for protection.
Well then, your lordship. You cannot help to notice the seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, he pulls himself together. Okay. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be the first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by the deputy, while others go unfilled entirely. And now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. How'd we lose so many officers? It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising given that their informant on board was our own Master of Whispers. It's the agenda. Report on the condition of the ships and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I'm still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in, so prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. Did you track down Voigtver? No, Lord Captain. And all the commotion his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him, and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors. And frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now 1 shuttle short. I'm afraid it will be some time before he answers for all he has wrought. I don't want to be the rogue trader. I do agree that your elevation to your new status was rather precipitous. I assure you there are good reasons for it, not in the least fact that without a Lord Captain the ship would be destined for naught but disaster, but I digress. You do not have a choice. You're the named heir of the rogue trader and your fate is predetermined. Besides, if Kunrad is guilty, the deaths of the other candidates and his assassins must still be out there, waiting. I doubt they're reckless enough to attack you if you're draped in the mantle of rogue trader, but if you were to disembark the ship bearing only the status of an ordinary servant of the Emperor... Ah. Okay, I understand. Let us return to more pressing matters. A wise decision. I'm ready to start the briefing. Okay. Consumables! You have found a consumable! Grenade stimulants met okay. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into, the expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, wariness, and hardcore attractiveness. Attention officers, you've been granted an honor. Lord Captain Cohh von Valancius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you would introduce those present, Abelard? As you wish, your lordship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Vigdis Suriota of the Ptolemy line, our new Voxmaster. Okay. Wow. It's an honor to serve your lordship. Aboard this vessel, you have your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I'm responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I'm your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Revor, the Master Helmsman. He steers our ships along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, large, dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face gives a sullen nod. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship is good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. Good man. And lastly, our High Factorum Janus Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and the general material well-being of the ship. Oh my god, look at this guy. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bows. It's an honor, your lordship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have the 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard, the Infernus Master, whose crew works to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship, and lastly, the Drives Master, servant of the Omnissiah. 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. Drive Master offers a salute resembling a dance involving the complicated manipulation of all the tech priest's mechadendrites. Okay. And everyone, thank you, Abelard, and greetings to you all. I will hear the Inferno Master's reports. All the fires have been extinguished. Okay, that's great. The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Masters and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Wow. Vlad's managing well, he can take the heat, so to speak. Hi, Factorum, what do you have to report? We're toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your lordship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given to the tech priest's hands for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. There's only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We've lost more than 2,000 crew members. And unfortunately, this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaceable, but also includes trained professionals. We'll be able to make up for our losses on the nearest planet, Recad Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader dynasty. You cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Oh. Especially true given Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually instills as governors of his planets. Drive Masters, I will hear from you. A voice distorted by a Vox retranslator emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted in my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnissiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. Great sorrow, I must also report that the Engine Seer Prime, Overseer and Spiritual Authority to all tech priests on board fell in battle. Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. The most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard who experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals to that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement as soon as possible. Will someone translate the esteemed Drive Master's words? Ship most senior tech priest, most senior both rank and experience, is dead. If we do not find a replacement, we will be unable to resolve the problems with the warp engine. Well, Master Helmsman? Long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ships sound more or less, but without our Engine Seer Prime and Navigator, who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what will happen. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Okay. Sorry for crying, but could you please read lore tabs? Sometimes we can't see them behind the camera, too. Lore tabs? What do you mean, bud? Your lordship, if you allow me to interject, when we arrived in the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all the available communication channels in the regions. The lore tooltips? Yeah, I read over the tooltips and everything. Yeah, yeah. When you hover over words. Oh, these. Ah, yes. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, I got you. Your lordship, if you allow me to interject, when we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all available communication channels in the region. One of them was Navis Nobilite Station. The station maintains complex Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the navigator, from the God Emperor. A Navis Nobilite Station, an ancient organization of noble mutant families whose genes allow them to safely guide warp-capable void ships through the Immaterium. A sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull as if in response to what you just heard. You understand that it is not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the daemon that appeared before you during the translation to real space echo in your mind. I am the will, the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fatal chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. So in other words, the warp demon put them here. Oh, nobilite? Okay, thank you. Nobility. Great. If I were you, I'd grab a chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round the system till our Heads are swimming, as long as promethium and supplies last. And if any thick as grok shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't you worry about the score. At that score. Master of Ordnance. Maintain the arsenal and fire where I'm told. Just ask anyone. We've got no able crew, no Lord Captain. No, wait. No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire where I'm told. Just ask anyone. We've got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. So what? Ship's in ruins. Every second officer is dead, and now we've got a Green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us to void knows where. Silence! Enforcer sees this mutineer. Oh, there's my consumables. Okay. Oh, they're actually running in and seizing him. Okay. If only one officer out of the whole lot has fallen to pieces, then it's not as bad. Not bad at all. Your lordship, I do humbly apologize on behalf of the entire crew. What would you have us do with the Master of Ordnance? Former Master of Ordnance, I should say. Besides find a replacement, that is, for we already have one lined up. Stand down, release him. I have no intention of punishing a man for a moment of weakness, not after the terrible attack we've endured. Cease your sniveling. You disgrace yourself and your entire clan. Enough. The hysterics are over. Let us resume. Master of Ordnance stands up, wiping the blood from his broken nose. His face is the picture of shock, which just happens seems to be dawning on him only now, in the knowledge of the fate he so narrowly escaped. So, to summarize, we sustained serious losses in crew members and we require a new engineer prime and navigator. Is that all that's preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind this will not be the end of our trials. The ship systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station. A massive void port on the edge of the Cronus Expanse and a notorious hotbed of vice, trade, and rogue trader intrigue. We will never reach Footfall without first solving these three immediate problems. What can you tell me about this system? Oxmaster. We're in the Rykad star system, and our voyage here was undertaken on the orders of your lordship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies in the system, and our attempt to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Nobilite station has not simply failed to answer, it seems to be maintaining total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the prison planetoid in the system. The Rykad Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails, but what's most alarming is that our augers, which are sensor technology that allowed void ships to scan planet spot enemies and obtain various other kinds of crucial data at great distances, have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities. Not very encouraging. Okay, thanks everyone. Oh. Wow, this is going to be so much reading. I was really hoping there was going to be more voice acting than this. Your lordship, there is one other thing, a confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, your eternally esteemed predecessor, bought the ship here to this system for a reason. It was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything, and I shall tell you, the Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Cronus Expanse. I came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. Are you referring to the contents of that note, I presume? You're quite right. XC is Xavier Calcazar. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrich von Calix, an interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere in the system, that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall in the Furibundus system. Furibundus. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities of the system, either the Navis Nobilite or the governor of Ricus Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, your lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it's a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valoris Protectorate. It gives you another scrutinizing look as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under the mountain of problems. His face softened slightly, and it seems he's about to offer some words of encouragement. Idra, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. Psyker is suffering some ailment or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Indra's glazed eyes rove over the assembled. One word burst from her lips. Daybreak. Come to your senses. Damn it. Presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your lordship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard, my head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn. If it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else? Not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it. Or Captain, if you want me to take a closer look in your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Okay. All right. Cohh is like narrating an audiobook. Yeah. This is going to be a thing. Whew. Okay. So now we get to choose a characteristic. I think we want to do fellowship. Let's see. We can also do yeah, I think we want to keep our fellowship going up because that's where like most of our bonuses are coming. So let's do a hard save first. Okay. Got any of those vocal zones? I do. In fact, I'm going to have one here in a second. My throat's thankfully not feeling too bad right now, though, so it's good. Okay. So let's do... I think we'll stick Fellowship Ballistics, meaning you always take Fellowship when possible and go down that order, okay? Great, so we'll take that for now. Oh, I like that it shows everyone else's stats. That's cool. And then here, we'll take Camaraderie. Great. Great. Perfect. Okay, for our girl Argenta. Probably want to keep pumping up her ballistic skill, I'm guessing. Yeah. And then here is... What is locked? Oh, you already have this feature. Okay, so here we could get Bolt Weapon Expert. Do you think I want that now, Madrika? I really want this reload talent, though. I really want this reload talent. I think I'm gonna get this. Yeah. I'm gonna get that now. Madrika says that's the one exception. We'll take reload at 10. I don't really want to wait. Oh, wait, I'm only level 4. Oh, this is going to be level 5. Okay. I can swap it? Okay, cool. I'm going to get reload now. I want to get reload now. Okay. I want that now. Yep. Okay. Our girl, Idra. We want her perception or willpower to go up. Yeah, I want perception because that's going to get her awareness up, right? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, there. Yeah. Okay. Get that awareness up. Has Cohh tried gargling D's to help with his sore throat? Gargling D's? What are D's? And next, what do I want for her? Guide says nimble, but I don't really want nimble. Allies under the effect of at least one psychic power gain additional 5 plus 2x the Psyker's psi rating of armor pen. That would synergize super well with this. So not only whenever we would buff somebody with this skill, which lasts until the end of combat, then they would not only get 10 ballistic weapon skill, but they would also then get an increasing amount of armor pen on top of that. Oh, we take Fatebringer at 6. Oh, we do. Okay. So yeah, I'll do that now. And I might get Nimble later. Let me look at what else we want though. I wonder if there's anything else we can kind of stack with that to make her like this really cool buff thing. Get her buff up. Oh, the first use of any abilities. Okay. I will say this would work pretty well, like for some first round wombos. And I do kind of want to do this.
Good show.
I can get that again, can I? Oh, hey, hello, dude, with the 5 bomb. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I do kind of like this stabilizing factor. I feel like if we gave her a gun, then we could spend turns using other things to like lower the veil, and then we could balance the veil usage much better with this. Hey, Solexander, good to see you, bud. But yeah, we'll take this for now. What? What's wrong? Oh, can I not get this now? Wait. Oh. There we go. Okay. Great. All right, we good, chat. We good. All right, then for Tanky Boy, I'm guessing we probably want toughness on him. Although he is doing... We probably want toughness on him, I'm guessing. Yeah, toughness. Okay. Well, getting up his damage is not the worst idea. And then here, we already got thick skin. The recommendation is hardened scars. We do need him to be able to take significantly more damage. Whenever the warriors hit while under the Endure effect, their damage deflection is increased by 1 until the warrior's next turn. There's no cap on that, huh? That's not bad. Clenched teeth isn't bad for a lot of stuff, too. FR, no cap. We talked about that last night. Yeah, we did. Excuse me. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. It's a good tanky ability. Get more toughness for sure. Okay. Good stuff.